If only my hair would stay, like, slightly curly like this, I'd wear it up in a cute little snazzy bun. My hair's looking wild. I kind of like it though, but today has been another really like random, crazy day, but I'm just thankful I have the sauce. Only Bria will know what I mean, but I'll just leave it at that. So I will quickly mention this because it was a comment that was left. As far as when you do decide that you want to become cabin crew, I believe every airline, regardless of what you are, you have some type of testing flight that you have to go on. Now, each airline calls it something differently, but just basically there are flights that you go on during training that kind of determine, oh, this is the real deal. Like, some are to test you, some might be just so you can get the experience of being on the flight. So, I will tell you my experience with my testing flights and my just like training flights, I'll call them that. My first flight, I was a nervous wreck. I was required to know information for that one. So I was just very like, oh my goodness, I can't mess up. Wasn't even thinking about the actual flight. I know a lot of people get sick on their first couple of flights too, and I think it's just strictly nerves. But I was very nervous. I actually had to redo it, and now when I say in training, it's not even graded anymore, so that's lovely. But yeah, I don't really know. As far as tips for it, just definitely study, prepare, go over the information again and again, and just remember, just like it'll all come back to you. Just don't overthink it. It's just very important to study and just woosah, calm it down, and recall back the information that has been given to you. As far as customer service flights, those were like, I was A1 on those. I did so great on those. I was still nervous and a little like shaky, but I was just like, this is what I want to be doing. Like that, it let me know, okay, this is the job. This is essentially what I'll be doing day to day. This I can handle. So those flights were great. It's just really important. Ask questions, not too many, because essentially the other flight attendants still have to do the entire service and make sure that the cabin is taken care of. In my personal experience after finishing and after being on the line for a while, I had trainees on a flight. We actually had a medical emergency while they were on board, and so ultimately they didn't get pushed to the side or anything, but it's like that is our first priority, so we have to get that taken care of before we even worry about anything else. So essentially, when you're on these flights, they're still real flights, so keep that in mind in case anything happens or the flight attendants are like, you know, doing other things, like they're still in their regular workday. So yeah, definitely eat like a good breakfast the morning before, try to get some water, stay hydrated. I took it some time out to just like sit and like pray and meditate and just like say, oh, you know, I just hope that everything goes well on the flight and that everyone is nice and that type of thing. I talked to my classmates, you know, about it just so they could know, like we were all kind of on the same page type thing. I feel like I'm not looking at the camera, but you guys know. Blase, blase, blase. And yeah, drink water. I've heard Dramamine can help with sickness as far as flying. I don't really get sick on flights. Also, if you are the type of person who gets really sick, like plane sick, being a flight attendant probably is not the best job. Some people do ask that. They're like, I want to be a flight attendant so bad, but I get so sick when I fly. That's not going to work out. You can't, you know, be nauseous and feel like you're about to throw up and just so ill every time you're on a flight and then work it. Like, that's just not gonna work. So I don't really know all the ways that you can cope with flight sickness or things that you can take or do. I do find that over time, as you fly more, like your ears popping and that type of thing, it goes away. I think so. You just kind of build up an immunity to it, so to speak, I guess. Some people do, some people do not. That's all depends on the person. So, yes, another just kind of blah vlog because once again, story of my life, I just woke up. I don't know what, my sleeping pattern has been all over the place since I got back from London, and it wasn't even like a drastic change. It was just, they were hours behind, I believe. Or maybe ahead, 5 hours something from Atlanta time, but I'm on Central time. My body functions on Central time. Jet lag. I need to go back and watch my own video and pause that thing and see what I'm supposed to be doing for my sleep. But I hope you guys have an amazing day. I hope you're still enjoying the phone vlogs. Once again, leave suggestions. Follow me on Snapchat, Insta, Twitter, and I'll see you in my next one.